Baby, won't you spend the night? Darling, I don't wanna wake up and you're not by my side. And if you promise me tonight, baby, that you'll let me in, then I'ma make you feel so special, girl. Whoa. Uh, boy shorts, wife beater. Now let me see it. I'm a sightseer. She was sleeping on me, but she's a light sleeper. I make her. That's not appropriate for YouTube. Then I follow the leader. I talk shit. I hope it matters. We climax. They're watching a movie together. That's what they're doing. A little home theater. Without the ladder, can't desert the future. No Nevada. Her body is a weapon. Rat-a-tata. You should turn her in before she hurts somebody. I spent the night in heaven. I slept with an angel. And when we finish, I swear that pussy said thank you. Satan got kicked out of heaven. I wouldn't be pushing your luck, Lil Wayne. I said you're very welcome. I'm so well mannered. And I go down south, Louisiana. That's where Louisiana's located. I figured in the chorus, John Legend would cover the Louisiana Purchase in depth, but apparently not. Baby, won't you spend the night? Darling, I don't wanna wake up and you're not by my side. And if you promise me tonight, baby, that you'll let me in, then I'ma make you feel so special, girl. How sweet. Oh, they're just using each other. Then we take a shower together and wash each other's back. Well, that's good. You got to get every spot, and sometimes we just can't quite reach it. If we're not very flexible, you should stretch each morning. Then you can probably get those hard spots. And if she kick it off, I'm gonna run it back. That's good. Good genetics. If she's fast, better chance your kid can make you rich one day by playing in the NFL. Always thinking ahead, Lil Wayne. And then she say my name, like I forgot it. She crazy about that dick. Lorena Bobbitt. Love be the pilot, but it's kamikaze. Yeah, body language. Girl, let's talk about it. Freedom of speech. Wheezy a beast. Open it up like a book. Read it and weep. We all have our bad days, but if she's happy, why on earth would we bring each other down? Let's just all smile, hold hands, and sing Kumbaya. Baby, I was doing pretty good, not breaking character for that song. But baby, won't you spend the night? Darling, I don't wanna wake up and you're not by my side. Because I want to sleep through the night. 8 hours, damn it. Don't distract me. So special, you're so special. Yeah. And if you promise me tonight that we won't get divorced because it makes life harder on kids. It's very, very unfair to assume folks from disadvantaged upbringings are in more pain because everyone's pain is unique. And we should not judge or cater to certain folks. Just be kind to everyone. But still. Where's the hat? You promised me tonight, pray that you'll let me in and I'ma make you feel so special, girl. Whoa. You promised me tonight. Whatever. Yeah, Thinking about you, girl, got my mind on it. You know the mother ain't me. It's because I'm Caucasian. No one's gonna call me that name, especially white people, unless you want to die. I have my N card. No, you don't. Eminem doesn't have his N card. If Eminem can't say the N word, you can't say the N word. Shut up. Be respectful. Girl, I got that 12 play for you. That 12 play for you. Just sit on my grill. That's a tailgate for you. I put it together. Common denominator. I tear it up like loose leaf paper. You should just use a shredder. A shredder's more effective. If your social security number is on the paper or other sensitive information, just put it in the fucking shredder. I understand you're thorough, trying to impress the hoes. Just put the paper in the shredder because no hoes are going to be impressed if we get our identity stolen, guys. Identity theft is not cool. It's not sexy. Use a shredder if you're going to tear it up like loose leaf paper. Just put the paper in the fucking shredder. Don't do it with your hands. Someone can get in the trash. Shredder. I got drinks on chill. My bedroom huge. I knock the lights out. I blow a fuse. See, we don't even fuck no more. We make love. And now she's on the tip of my tongue, my taste buds. Ha! Because she my honey bee. Yeah, buzz, buzz. If she stings you, you need to sue her. Men have gotten their lives ruined. Call it out, no evidence. Fired from our jobs. Don't think you have to be tough all the time. Show emotion, sue her ass if she's going to sting you. Women think they can do whatever they want. You got to bring them down a notch. It's too fucking far. And now I'm missing and scratching. That's that love bug. Baby, won't you spend the night? Darling, I don't want to wake up and you're not by my side. And if you promise me tonight, baby, that you'll let me in, then I'ma make you feel so special, girl. And my TikTok was fucking banned for a post on Suicide Prevention Month. I like Lil Wayne. I like how a lot of rap songs sound. I relate to the lyrics often. But music videos that are basically porn, sometimes racist, I mean, just terrible shit is on the internet. Terrible, immoral. And my TikTok was banned. It drives me insane. And that's where I'm at with my content career. I don't care. I'm 30 years old. I'm plenty young enough, especially with life expectancy increasing, technology, medicine improving. My brain's going to be sharp for a long ass time. Also, sometimes I wonder if I really develop into a decent content creator. I'm pretty good at everything. I just want a little bit of everything. Na 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 na. Under the sun. Maybe I'm not great at anything, but very few people are. And these days, think of the rich musicians whose vocals are just so amazing. Like to where even untrained, even if I didn't know what he or she looked like, I'm buying the CD. That's a small percentage of professional musicians. I've met a few folks at karaoke that are special. I went to karaoke a lot when I moved to St. Louis. Big city, didn't get a chance to go to karaoke bars until I lived in the big city. Let's do it. Also work downtown. So every night, well, not every night, but a lot of nights before I went into work at midnight, I would hang out at karaoke for a while. Every now and then there would be someone special, and I wanted to hear their story, so I talked to them. Usually a female, because female voices, when they're special, like, I don't know. The easiest way if you're untrained to tell if someone's special, their range and especially their higher notes. And women, obviously more women have a higher voice. So you can immediately tell, whoa, shit, she's good. And I sang in church, or, I was a musician professionally, but I didn't really like it. I got burnt out. I started a family. But very few are that good. And some who are that talented either don't pursue it or still don't make it. It's the full package. It's the Luke Bryan's. I think Luke Bryan's has a very good voice. Listen to him do the cover for Jason Derulo's "You're the One I Want to Want Me," and if you want, girl, you got me. And he hits some of those high notes well, but I don't think Luke Bryan's voice is in that Carrie Underwood category. Like undeveloped, and I never heard Carrie sing before she had training, but I'm assuming it was pretty stellar. Or Kelly Clarkson or Usher. It's a different level. Chris Brown. Most people that make it are just really, really, really good. And they're good looking. They interview well. They have a good story. It's the whole package. And that's how I think I am. Like, I've never taken training, so maybe I could be a lot better with my vocals. Hell, on my instruments I play. During COVID, a few times I recorded and I slowed it down to try to figure out when I was crossing over wrong on the piano and when it was screwing me for more complicated pieces because I was out of position when I, needed to roll my wrist and shit. And I just stopped caring. I needed an instructor. So maybe I could develop with the right training, but I don't care. I don't care. But play some music, tell some jokes. Worked in tech, so I'm more than competent enough to handle any curveball being a content creator is going to throw at me. This is not code. Let's be a fucking content creator. But when my TikTok got banned, man, and I'm watching the Charlie Kirk slow motion murder and mocking his widow and all these things that those videos are not even restricted by fucking age. Are you kidding me? His kids are going to have to watch a dad get murdered, and their classmates are going to say, hey, that was your dad, right? What was he like? I don't know. I was 2. I never got to meet him, but I'm watching his videos, and he was a good Christian man. And you're going to mock his widow who is trying to figure out at age 31, okay, do I download dating apps? Like, what's going on? What just happened? The man I thought was going to be my life forever is dead, and I didn't get a warning. It wasn't like he got cancer. Some just crazy person shot my husband for preaching Jesus' word, and I'm not religious, but I thought Charlie Kirk was a decent guy. And I get my entire account erased, my voice completely canceled for talking about my friend's suicide. And I'm not perfect. I said some shit that I probably shouldn't have. But give me a warning for those videos, not for a suicide prevention. Oh man, I was done with life. And now I'm to the point where I'm posting everything I think. Like I said, 30 is not a kid, but jobs are going to go away. This AI stuff, man, like it could replace. There are channels that are hosted by AI, like Stockfish. It's a hilarious robot channel talking about chess games. These silly humans. You were the best Paul Morphy, but I would beat your ass. Ha ha ha. Here's how I do it, bitches. Like, that's a funny fucking robot. It could replace me, but then it's already writing code, and I was stand with that, bullshit my way into it, learn what I needed to. So let's do the content stuff. I'm not too young. Everything's changing. Who knows what's happening right now? But maybe I needed that TikTok ban because it hurt. That is all my impromptu stuff. After an Uber ride, someone sparked a thought, and I would never share personal details, but oh man, I told the story, and I didn't even know I thought that. But after hearing another 30-year-old who was scared to try, and she was way more talented than me. Man, here's a motivational speech just off the top of my head. All my impromptu shit, door dashes. I'm trapped in an elevator. What do I do? Two years ago, I was considering buying a house because my corporate career was going so well. And man, you had a hard COVID situation. Here's mine. Let's not feel alone. This is crazy. It sucks, but it's funny. All those thousands of videos. A TikTok is when I did this shit. That's when my YouTube lives have gotten out of control because I just took everything and I blasted it on TikTok, in part because we thought TikTok might get banned under Biden. I'm like, well, it's going away anyway. I'm not going to work my ass off and edit and rehearse content. I'm just going to run my fucking mouth. And then if it stays and we are sure that it's not going to get banned, I'll get serious again. But anything I was doing, anything I was thinking in the moment on my TikTok, and I can't even get a link with my videos so I can start over. Like I'm a terrorist or something. And there's actual acts of terror that are being promoted by the platform. I was not, but maybe I needed that because now I'm going to blast everything. Every video I had that I thought was, that's not nice, or I could have said that better. I've got it on my shelf plenty since COVID. I posted a lot. There's, 800 videos or some shit on my YouTube channel, for God's sake. But I'm done with it. I'm posting everything. Think I'm manic. Think I'm ill. He won't marry my daughter. Maybe your daughter's not a princess, Dad. I'm done. And crazier ideas have made people millions of dollars. I wrote a song that's on SoundCloud, which is kind of like my TikTok without my face. It's coping with life. I structured it like a transport moving through tech sandboxes because I missed that. He's a degenerate. He didn't belong in the corporate world. No, I love that. I love that. And you were going to force me to promote, which meant hiring all Indians. And I have nothing against Indian people, but in India, they don't sit there and go, how many Indian workers can we displace? But in America, some corporations are allowed to do that. How many American workers can we displace in favor of Indians? And I have no problem with offshoring. Well, if we don't abuse the visa, we'll just offshore. You're not fixing anything. Fine. Don't send soldiers to go die and then let others who are not hardworking Mexicans. I've Uber driven many Mexicans. I hate the deportation. I understand why President Trump is doing it. Oh, because he's an asshole. No, because it's a numbers thing. President Trump doesn't hate Mexican people. But just like I saw in corporate tech, if Americans lose numbers, we get voted out. Even the many illegal immigrants who are good, hardworking, just undocumented, they contribute in many ways and are kind. They don't hurt anybody. They don't rape our women. Like when it comes down to it, if a Democrat says, "Hey, vote for us. We'll put you in swing states. We'll give you better policies and housing stipends," what are they going to do? Biden, Kamala, who cares? Take care of me. We're all human. That's why President Trump is being so ruthless. It's not because he hates people or he's racist. It's because other countries take care of their own, and he doesn't want the Democrats. We're going to put him in swing states. Don't lie, Governor Newsom. If you want to get elected, you better quit being a piece of shit. You're going to put him in swing states, so Americans can't have a fair election and vote in the best interest of our country and what's best for our grandkids one day. But I've Uber driven many, and my favorite when I visit my home is Springfield, Missouri. I'll give rides, and it's a bunch of college kids drinking. Some are not coping with life well, doing drugs on their parents' dime. And then I'll go at about 3 a.m. get these Mexicans. It's usually 2 to 4 of them. They speak very little English, which I don't have a problem. I'm not going to fight for it, but I do think if you're in our country, I shouldn't have to learn a new language. And if it's going to get that out of control, where Hindi and Spanish are spoken predominantly, just let my generation's kids know so they can train their brains to learn a new language while they're still young and flexible. But I should not be expected to adapt to that. That is not, adjust, you entitled American, be inclusive. They don't want to be included. They want it their way. They just speak English if you're fluent. But they don't speak very good English. So I use Google Translate with them, and they're friendly, and they remember me. Hey, thanks for coming so fast, because they apparently don't have a car. And they're so grateful. They buy me salads and Gatorade at the gas station. Say, guys, like, even if you don't tip, it's cool. Just thanks for being nice. Some passengers aren't. And no, man, no, you get us. You take care of us. I play Enrique Iglesias for them, so I like Enrique. And they've worked their asses off all day, every day. After I picked up some Americans that are just doing drugs and going to college, about to fail out. They're working their asses off. So I hate that. I really hate that. But talking about the H-1B visa, I don't know, I played chess all weekend. It's such bullshit. It's what I experienced. Jobs are going away. And I'm going to do this. Dumber ideas have made people a lot of money. Oh, yeah, on SoundCloud, because my TikTok was banned. I structured it as, that's what got me. My brain goes and goes. It's terrible. But I structured it like transports moving through a change request because I missed it. I'm an ungrateful American. You don't know me. I shouldn't have to hire Indians. We should take care of our own. If I want to work and earn a promotion, I should be allowed to consider Americans, and they can say what they want. Business is war. You're fucking dirty liars. You were not. And not only were they not considering Americans, they weren't even opening up a search abroad for elite talent. They're just handing consultants from one firm who are assigned to train us jobs that belong to American graduates, and they can say whatever the fuck they want. Maybe I am ill. How many are on your payroll that are managers now, but were once consultants from Deloitte who were supposed to fucking train us? That's illegal. And so I missed it. I wasn't going to do it again. I didn't have a referral. So my SoundCloud is like transports moving through a change request, but my music is just coping so I don't kill myself. Pretty dark. But people have made a lot of money off of way stupider ideas than me singing to my chess equipment. The song I wrote, one of the songs I wrote is called Chorus Verse Bridge, which is, well, bitch, I know how to write a chorus, I can write a verse, and I can write a bridge. That's how a song is structured. So don't tell me like it's impossible or you have to be special or from a famous family to make it as a musician. I don't want to, but that's how it would work. Fuck you. I'm going to be a content creator. And the TikTok ban made me mad enough to post everything. Everything. I'll monitor my channels better. So if I get a bullshit strike that is completely unfair and unreasonable, and soldiers died for freedom of speech, and you don't decide, YouTube I have no problem with because they restrict videos, but to ban a whole account, men died in America. You're going to use a freedom of speech argument, in our Supreme Court, and then you're going to be the judge, jury, and executioners of freedom of speech. Fuck you. I'll be big because I'm posting everything I do and everything I think. Done with the bullshit. Anyway, thanks and rant. I won one chess battle. Lost one today. Terrible luck, actually. This was my last under 1800 section weekend tournament that I'll play in. I will play in the open section going forward, and that will mean growing pains. Big time growing pains. Because I'm not an 1800 player yet, but I'm closing in quickly. I got the black pieces against the number 1 seed. He's good. He's better than me. He's not that much better than me. One of the things he and a lot of almost 1800 players do well is that they dictate the game a little better. Meaning, I'll be like probably 1640 or a little better after this tournament's rated. If I have the white pieces, I know a little bit about openings. I've listened to plenty of lectures given by grandmasters. I know what I'm doing, but I haven't worked that hard on openings. So if I have white, I can probably dictate the game in a way that I'm comfortable with. But if I have black and the opponent is stronger than me, they really know how to screw me. And they can play different positions a little better than me. I know what I'm good at, I know what I'm not good at. So when they steer the game in that direction, I'm completely fucked. And he's done that to me twice now. But if I had the white pieces, I really think if I had the white pieces against that guy who ruined my tournament, his name is Sean, nice kid. I beat him a little less than half the time. If I had the white pieces. It's not how life works, Dave. It's not how life fucking works. Life's a trap. Life is a trap we must fight our way out of. And if we fail, that looks kind of spooky with me covering under my clothes. Grab a stress ball. Play chess so we understand war. I think chess tactics and, of course, war in general should not be applied to regular life and regular people. Ideally, no wars ever would be cool. But if we understand it, we won't hate people. And if we do hate people, we'll at least respect ourselves enough to not ruin our lives or shoot them, Luigi. That's what chess has done for me. Hashtag chess saves lives. What's your chess story? It's not healthy either, though. Business is war. I don't give a fuck what your faith is. I'm a manager in corporate, but on Sundays I work the lights at my church because I love Jesus. Shut the fuck up. Or take your work attire off. Go be a hypocrite in church. I don't have a problem. People make money, even if you screw people, as long as you're honest. I'm not perfect either. But you're not a Christian men don't climb the fucking corporate ladder. They don't. Christian men are missionaries. Again, I'm not religious. In large part because of those Christian men in corporate. Fucking hypocrites. But I don't want to shoot you. They don't like talent. They're not bad people. Not bad dads. They're just hypocrites. And they're not contributing to the world in a positive way like I think they are. And I think if Luigi Mangione would have played chess and understood it's not personal, he wouldn't have made it personal. So let's celebrate my annoying rants. Because some of the Gen Z, even the sane ones working good jobs, starting families, want to kill you. Okay. Chess went well, like I said. Had a good tournament overall, though since returning from my break, I've not struggled much against under 1,600 players, to be honest. I've even beaten a few above my level. So when I see an opponent that's rated below 1,500, I'm not trying to be arrogant. And part of the reason I'm winning is because I take everyone seriously. But I'm really just not going to lose. So only one game did I play someone over 1,500. I got the damn black pieces against the best player in the tournament. And I don't even know that I feel good about the event. I was 3 wins and 1 loss. My rating will increase slightly. I'll probably win between $100 and $300. But also I didn't get to play the other people that were going to win prize money. Weird structure. One guy was unrated, so he didn't have to play anyone good. Well, no, his only loss was to the 1 seed that won it all, but he won the other 4 games because he didn't have to play me. He didn't have to play the guy who tied me for 3rd. He didn't have to play the guy who took 2nd, and the guy who took 2nd also didn't play as strong competition, never had to play me, so I didn't like it. I'll be in the open section next. Let's get my games in here, play some Blitz chess. Try to open a lot of these streams with music because what's life without fun? Music is therapy. And I don't need to play so much chess. I have a problem. I have a huge problem. It's called I just play online chess and I don't sleep. So we're going to have to get that under control or quit. I've got a system. Damn it. I don't bring my laptop to the club anymore. Several reasons. Won't get into it. I don't need to stream. The world is so weird right now, and there's so many topics that need to be discussed. There are laws. There's a whole field of law that might want to get created around social media and regulating this shit. But anyone can say anything, and if someone's streaming, which happens at the club, like, oh, I didn't know that person hated this coworker, but now we have to fire him. That was a private conversation. So I try not to stream at the club, and if I bring my laptop, I'm tempted to stream. But if there's like a grandmaster prepping, don't want your enemy to know what you're thinking. Oh, I heard I didn't stream. If I get bigger, there's just a lot of shit that can happen. A lot of shit that can happen when we stream in public. So I don't take my laptop anymore. And when I have my phone, it forces me to do it twice. If I have my laptop, it's input, it's correct. My phone, I have to make sure my notations are neat during the game because with the laptop, it's much easier and more visually appealing if I have to edit or if I forget. Like, okay, I'll guess and check and I'll delete on Notepad the notations, I'll repost them. But on my iPhone, I don't have as many conveniences. So I kind of encourages me to be neat with my notations if I don't have my laptop at the club. And then I send it to myself in Gmail. Who would post that shit? Okay, that was what was that? Round 3. Great. No, I already have round 3. That's not the one I wanted. So you're deleted. Bye. Didn't make the cut. Didn't make the cut. I might damn well just start playing pickup basketball at the YMCA. I'm young. Until I'm about 40, I'm athletic enough and I'm tall. I don't want to embarrass myself at the YMCA at all. At all. Even if I'm not touching the basketball much since COVID. I got to where I was dunking consistently. That was 4 years ago. I was dunking, and it wasn't a fake dunk. It wasn't a half-assed, like, I touched the rim and I laid it in. It was a fucking dunk. Don't question me. I don't know why I'm torturing myself playing chess. So I'll get to 1800, we might just quit. I don't know if I can continue tormenting my brain for nothing but a little bit of ad revenue on YouTube. I might start a family one day. At least not be lonely as shit. She was over it. I think she's pretty good. It's hard to know. Kind of like baseball. A lot of folks find baseball boring, including myself. But I would love to go to Cardinals games if they spend some money and get good again. Love the St. Louis Cardinals, as you can see. But chess has some similarities to baseball. So it's so boring. You know, if you don't understand it, it's like watching paint dry. If you don't know what they're trying to accomplish. And I think this girl was pretty good. She was young, but not like a little kid. And Jose Altuve is an example I like to use in baseball. He's a little dude, very, very little. I don't know that he was drafted. If he wasn't drafted high. He's a star. Altuve might be a Hall of Famer. I don't know if he's had injury problems and stuff, but if he's been healthy since I stopped following baseball, which was basically COVID, Jose Altuve will be a Hall of Famer. And nobody wanted him. No one thought he was good. And if you look at him, he's just pretty fast, but he's little. Nothing jumps out at you. I think he's got just a good arm, but he's one of the best in baseball. But you have to watch so many at-bats to appreciate a great baseball player, and in chess it's the same way. So my opponent in my final round that I won, I glanced at a few of her games because I'm trying to kind of scout who I think I might play, which would mean who is winning, because this competition is just not a very high level. And she looked pretty sharp from what I was trying to assess. She was just done by now. It's a long, long-ass weekend. And her heart wasn't in it. So she overlooked a few tactical shots, and it was over. She was 1450 something. And I got to decide how bad I want this. Don't be a quitter. Never give up. Sometimes give up. Sometimes give up. Okay, fine. Because as I was leaving, this is 9 p.m. 4 hours after the round started in the open section. They started at the same time. My round, and there was a grandmaster at this one. I think he won it. Grandmaster and 2 IMs at least. That's correct now. Yeah, terrible miss by me. I could have lost this game. But that's also part of playing lower rated, is they're going to make mistakes and they're not going to punish you. But one game was going on. It was an IM versus a very strong expert who will probably become a master in the not too distant future. The IM had the white pieces, which means she wants to win that. She's a better player, and she has an advantage, which is the white pieces. She's going to end up drawing it because there's a time increment, and it got to an end game where she had a knight and bishop versus the opponent's knight. You don't win that. It's not winnable unless the opponent messes up in time trouble and loses the knight. You can't win that. But just watching how it unfolded, I think she could have won it when she had a few pawns. There were some pawns remaining, but he did a good job of forcing the pawns off, which is a draw. But that's how it gets. That's how chess gets when you're any good. It's not like this game where there's gonna be 2 tactical shots. I'm playing like dog shit. I'm pretty over it too. That's one I thought, though I don't know that the robot viewed her as in the wrong as I thought when I was playing her. So this is how a lot of games end at my level. I don't have to grind. It doesn't break you down mentally in a long end game like almost every game will at the expert level and above. They end like this. So I messed up in the opening a little bit. Though I guess it's not a mess up, but I was trying to be different. I want to be a little bit different. So it looks like I'm giving away a pawn. I'm not. But it's not the best way to play. It looks like the computer's gonna like black slightly. It's not terrible. I knew what I was doing. Even though it's not the best, I want to be a little bit different. She's 1400. I've got a pretty good feel for what to expect of athletes at this level because when I started playing these longer events after I was kind of had my feet wet with chess during the rated games mainly. I played a lot of athletes at this level are slightly worse. And I watched a lot of games to know how 1400s play, know how they lose, know the mistakes that get punished, know what's probably not going to get punished. And I played a little bit weird in the opening. But two shots she allowed that the game is over. I don't have to really try anymore. Or was it? And then I got away with mistakes too. And sometimes I'm making mistakes because it's not that big a deal. To a human, a robot would punish, a good player would, but I've seen it not get punished. I thought she screwed that up, but apparently she's fine there. So what she's seeing is, and this is an issue, you can tell they're trying and they have some potential, but they're not accurate. Not saying I am. So what she's seeing is I can't take that pawn, as the computer will show, because it takes, and I lose. I lose my piece. I lose the game. She knows I'm not going to make that mistake. She's not a bad player. So really what it gets down to is if I fix this issue, regardless of how I fix it, I bet she's looking at this. She's going to separate the knight if this one is no longer there from the queen. I don't have any targets or anything. And she's going to try to win that knight or trap my queen. She doesn't know how because, again, at that level, it's not like you're super accurate yet. And you just can't really do any. There's really no danger, at least from what I saw, because I'm not going to take that pawn until I've taken the bishop. And why did I figure that during the game? Is here. No. Oh, yeah. Because the knight is blocking the queen from seeing that pawn. So the check happens and I lose everything. That's what it was. So if she was looking at that tactic, she was incorrect. Because I'll just take the bishop, I'll win that pawn, and now my queen can see the pawn, so you don't get checked. And of course, you don't win pieces. So I feel like I was just up a pawn, although apparently the robot sees something I don't. And of course, I looked at that. What I'm seeing is too many accepting the trades, of course, because I've not been punished recently, and a lot of lower level players do just accept the trades. So if this happens, that happens. Here, knight c4. I come back, and you don't have a way to attack unless you move the rook, so that's fine. All right, so I could have done that, but I need to win this game. Apparently, that losing that pawn wasn't a big deal. That was my first of the two major issues I thought she made. But this is where the game is over. And I shouldn't even be making this move. I know it's not a good move, but I played so much online and I played enough athletes over the board where they're not going to punish me. And they probably play online / develop bad habits too, where they're thinking too short term. But I just know what she's going to do. As soon as she's done, she's over it. She's got the black pieces. From a human level, I would prefer me. She's done. I also think around this time, the guy who had 3 wins and was the 3 seed, I think he drew the 1 seed. So we knew we weren't gonna take second anymore. Or she wasn't taking second, I think. So she's probably just kind of shutting down. When you're moving your rook over here, bringing the knight over, targeting. I know you're not going to try to get this knight. You don't want that knight to give away a rook. So you're going to try to get wild, trying to do too much. And as soon as this knight comes, I'm like, yep, she's doing it. I have this. Of course, I have this pin. So you can't take. I just simply win that pawn. Everything falls apart. These 2 pawns are going to be powerful. I have a lot of ways I can win. But I knew exactly what she was going to do because I've made those mistakes. I've seen those mistakes get made enough at this level. So I'm just in my head. The moves are pre-moved. That is so dangerous. It's a bad habit that online chess creates. Still, I'll climb Chess Mountain and all time controls, all formats, online, over the board. I don't give a fuck. And it's all easy. But that is an example of just an club player. That's how those games end. They don't grind you down. It doesn't go to an end game where even if you have a clear advantage, you have to convert. And that's how chess gets hard and how chess gets beautiful. That game I was talking about at the top level where the international master was taking on someone who I don't think he was quite a master yet. That's pretty. And I stayed to watch it. And that's also what I need. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit too unskilled to where I will be much of a fight for a lot of players in the over 1800 or open section. But I'll get there pretty quickly. I learn quick. And those other games, which I'll do my monthly recap, that I won 3. I'm seeing a lot. I really am seeing a lot. I really think I see oftentimes what a expert level player, so 1800 or better, would see. But I don't know which to choose, and I don't really know the strategy. I just know that's the move I had to start with, and I kind of figured out as I go. That's not a plan. That's not a good player. But I see a lot of options. I see a lot of defenses below my level. They're not going to probably make the right moves or attack too consistently. But if they do, I'm thinking, here's how they do it. And when I look at the robot, I'm like, yeah, I'm on the right track almost fucking always. I'm just inconsistent and I don't have much training. But you can work with that. So like even when I beat that 1200, and he's been playing in Texas, so he's been playing a ton too. He's just older, so he's slower and doesn't have the energy he used to. But he's pretty good. He's a really, really good 1200. All 3 1200s I played this month, they're not 1200 rated players. They're really much closer to my rating if we, had a better way to gauge their talent. They're way better than their rating shows. But though I'm allowing chances and I'm not playing well, part of it is because I know I'm going to win the game and I need to not be like that. But I'm just not going to lose to a 1200 anymore. But even then, when I turn it on or when I think, oh shit, I'm about to lose this game, I have to try. I see everything. I'm way ahead. I'm way ahead of their level. And if I can just have better competition and find ways to survive long enough to make it worth my while against 1800s and above, I think I'll figure it out pretty quickly. But I have to play them, and I might get slaughtered. Who knows? Let's play some Blitz. I'm back to 2117. I should be 2200. The guy who beat me today, he was very friendly and helped me analyze my game, showed me, oh shit, did I just X out of that? Showed me where I went wrong, where he knew I went wrong, how I could have beat him. He was very helpful. But he showed me his online stats along with a few of his friends. They're like, dang, you're not, basically my rating's not bad over the board, but none of them are afraid of me. None of those kids, if they saw my rating, they're not gonna give a fuck. They're gonna beat my ass. When they saw my online numbers, they're like, dang. Even the one who was the best out of them, which he was, I think, 1900 something over the board. He's like, that's pretty good online numbers, man. It's about like him. I'm like, yeah, bro. But for one, if you didn't spend so much time playing real chess, which is over the board chess, what am I doing? Doubling my pawns for my king, talking shit. I really think he'd be 2,300. He just plays real chess, what I call real chess, which is over the board chess online scam. But I worked in software, so I spent a lot of my late and very late adolescent or early adult years on a computer screen. So maybe this is more natural. And when I was talking to that pretty strong kid about online chess, he also said online chess would be a good tool if damn it, I can't talk and do this. It's impossible. These arrows weren't allowed. So these arrows, I'm drawing, I can draw, and I can count moves ahead. And he had an interesting take, which was it doesn't force us to visualize when we can just draw arrows everywhere. So his argument was online chess wouldn't be what I call a scam. I don't mean to be hateful, but it's the truth. If okay. If they disabled the arrows. It's a fascinating take I've never thought of. I'm over it. I just don't care. Pay attention. Quit telling stories. Fuck this game. That's my I'm done move. We'll get the next one. Telling jokes while playing chess is a different skill. You should get rating added if you're talking. No, I don't want to trade though. Whatever. All right. We're going to 2,200 because I've been all around it. And then I do this thing where I run my mouth, play distracted, and downward spiral back to 2000s. I'm done with it. Done with it. Practice account. You only live once. Be at your best. You need to have two accounts. Though, for a stretch, I convinced myself I was a lot stronger than like 1,600 at the time, which was my online rating. Oh, but it's going to take too long to get to 17, 1,800 because online chess has already pegged me at 1,600. I'll have to play it above that level for so long. It's not even worth it. I'm a 1,700 player. Let's just delete my account. But then I thought, no, all my early games are logged on this account. I'm not going to quit, so I need to be playing anyway. No harm in playing a bunch of games. And I quit creating separate accounts every time I lost a game of online chess. I'm actually going to lock in here because I should be 2,200, and I got to. I got to 21.99. I've never been so pissed in my life. 21.99. I couldn't finish it off. Boy, what a waste of space I am. And the bishop's not really going anywhere. Fine. Block your bishop from seeing the world. Seems like an odd practice. Okay, sure. Now I'm gonna gallop. Keep your king safe. Don't do outrageous shit like I do. How about it? How about it? I'll be right there. Fine. Told you. Told you. Fucking told you. Okay, so now you trap that thing. Because you don't have a square you want to do it with. Do I have to accept it? You bastard. How do you fix your mess? You don't. You have to go here. And how do I punish you? Huh? How do I punish you? I said, fuck you. Bastard. I want that. So you're gonna go here. Yeah, fine. You loser. You dirty loser. And I'll be here. I'll improve my knight. And now I want backwards pawns. I'll lead them up. I'm hungry. Okay. Fuck off. I hate you. Speed it up. Getting to the bishop and you're better. Okay. Can I possibly nab a pawn? It's a VIP, which in case you've been living under a rock, a VIP is a very important pawn. You're going to want that pawn, is what I'm trying to tell you. Thanks. This just got interesting. Practice account. I play for real. Don't think about it too. Don't think about it too much, too much, too much, too much. There's no need for us to rush it through. Don't think about it too much, too much, too much, too much. Oh shit. This is more than just a new lust for you. Oh, don't think about you. What do you want? Ah! Yeah. All right. $100 coming right up. I'm loose now. I'm adjusted. All about clock management. Can I do that? Should be able to. Because if you take, I'll check, and then I'll take. And you have to move your shit. Stop cussing, Dayton. Nobody likes you. Nobody. Did you hear me when I said nobody? I meant nobody. Yeah, okay, fine. Good move. Asshole. But the bishop should take first, right? Because now I have this, so you can't check me and fork me. That's a good job. You're still not a very pleasant human. Okay. Dang. So if you take here, come in there. Of course, if you take with your bishop first, I'll survive. You can have a horse there. It'll be a lonely horse. It'd be a racehorse that wasn't quite fast enough to make the cut, so nobody fucking picked it for the Kentucky Derby. I'm a good horse. I have a lot to offer. You'd be a great pony for a little girl's 15th birthday. 15th birthday. Why not 16th? Because nobody wanted you. She'll get a car for her 16th. You're irrelevant. Horse is irrelevant. What do you want? Stop. Kiss my ass. You don't have checks. You have an unhappy life. And I discover stuff. In a pinch, it'll work. Good, I didn't want that to happen anyway. Thanks for the help. Asshole. I would take there if I were trying to actually play properly. You want to gallop in there? And I said no. It should be good enough to win. That's all that matters. Uh-oh. How did I end up with 5 seconds here? Fuck. You gotta take it. Clown. I'm giving you stuff just because I know you suck at chess. What is this nonsense? Let me go ahead. Don't care. Of course, you should see that at this level. Any rook move is fine. Anything that avoids this is great. Takes is fine. Well, first then you get your knight moved because I went there. I don't like that move. Really, really wrong. Because I have a target. I hit the target. Bullseye. Not really. I'm not a sharpshooter. I was piss drunk at the karaoke bar. Oh, they have a dartboard? Really? Fine. Like a kid trying to hit the pinata. Where's it at? I don't know. I don't have a good swing. Right there, honey. Walk right to it. That's the pinata. Swing. Oh no, you killed Jill. Oh no, there's the pinata. Third try, third time's a charm. Yeah, you hit the pinata. That's how I was against that enemy. Put me to the dartboard. Never thrown in my life. Bullseye. I really hit a bullseye? No, don't tell him it was for his confidence. We just took the darty through. We stuck in the bullseye. That's how easy it was. That's how easy the enemy made it on me right there. Maybe look like a star. All I did was throw a dart with no plan. You put it right in the bullseye for me. Good luck with your self-confidence. I'll push the pawns. Not much to commentate here. I'm going to keep pushing the pawns. Shouldn't push the pawns. A little too frisky here. Oh well. Kiss my ass. I don't even care. Take the rook. This is speed chess. I'm here to have fun. And have fun I will at your expense. No, I can't do that. Obviously, my only chance here is get a cheap win, which happens enough to where I'm still trying it because it works sometimes. Or did I distract you enough to play proper chess and get back in this fight? I'm here. Fuck you. This is a scam. Like I said, put me in the open section, I'll get my ass kicked. But after being punished properly for dumb decisions, reviewing my games with the Grandmaster, I'll figure it out. I've wasted most of my chess career because I started during the pandemic, developing bad habits and what I'm calling fake chess. Tyler one's a grandmaster, bro. Tyler one's a grandmaster. Ask Tyler one how to win that game I was explaining that I was watching at the club by an international master. Anything that happened in that game, ask Tyler one how it works. Fucking idiot. Sorry. Try not to be so hateful. But you shouldn't talk crap on serious things. I talk crap, I cuss more than I should, but it's either joking or it's about topics that don't matter. I criticize some streamers, not because they're bad at what they do, because I think streaming is pretty silly. It's part of why it was so amazing that Tyler One got good. Streamers are not supposed to get really good at intellectual pursuits. If we got a bunch of engineers I used to work with to dedicate a little bit of time to chess, they would all be better than Tyler One. But for streamers, I guess he's fine. This is a joke. This is way above Tyler One's level, way above Tyler One's peak level. And look how easy this is. I'm talking. I'm playing cheap for cheap tricks. I get them. I think it'll work better for me in the long run, though. Had I started how I would recommend one starts, and if we're going to build an adult grandmaster, it would be better to not disadvantage him or her too much from the beginning. But there are advantages to disadvantages. I beat my head against the wall instead of getting proper training. Learned how my brain works. Developed pretty sophisticated analysis approaches that I guarantee even grandmasters would be impressed with. I know because I've talked to a few about my approaches. I didn't think of that yet because you didn't work in systems. You didn't do what I did with your life. Not to say that I would prefer my way or it's right, but it's different. I just got some. We can learn something from anyone. That's what's cool. Some might misunderstand me, think I'm a punk. A little bit arrogant because I saw where being nice gets you in an environment that is basically war, but corporate America is where a lot of the opportunities at as well. So it's not all bad. You got to survive in it. And if you're too nice, it's like you're a target. It's not even that you're nice, but you're different. I'm not that nice, but I am different. I try to hide it, and I hide it pretty well, I think. Huh? What just happened? But we can learn something from the meanest person, which I understand that's pretty subjective. Learn something from anyone. And there are definitely things that can be learned from my analysis, my chess analysis approaches. All right, fine. Like I've been saying, I get to this point where I don't care anymore. It's right now. What do you want? What do you want? Just tell me. Don't be so secretive. I don't want to be here. I should have done that in the first place. You annoying little bitch. Stop kissing. I don't know. I'm just drawing arrows. I don't really know what I'm doing. Where's my knight want to go? So now you got to prevent against this, which a lot of things are fine. If your king moves, I'm going to go. Whoa, okay. Wasn't expecting that. Because now I can get these pawns rolling, and that's a problem for you. You want to go here? I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. That's all I'm saying is if it were me, I wouldn't. Wrong? It's the wrong answer to the test. All about the tactics. I don't know how to play chess. When I have a long time to think, and really when I'm a lot better at chess than I was 9 months ago. Are you too good for me? I'm too good for chess then. Don't bully me. I'm not in the mood for it. But I just like when I sit with the position long enough and I don't have anything to do, my dog's at daycare, I'm not worried about anything in the world. I'm on the right track. I'm thinking pretty deeply. I'm able to. I think that's probably a little bit genetic. I'm more open-minded when it comes to like the Polgar sisters, for example. Laszlo Polgar's a crazy motherfucker. I would like that guy. And I've heard Susan Polgar talk about you started at 30 in chess. You could become a grandmaster if you have some talent. I don't know. That's pretty out there. But I'm way more on that extreme than I am the conservative extreme of you have to do this in this way at this age, or you won't be able to play the piano properly. Man, narrow-minded fucks. Still, there is some genetic component to every mental skill, and I'm definitely crazy, definitely obsessive. I always have been. I didn't like physical sports. I played because I was good at it, and my dad loved it, and I love my dad. Don't regret any of it. My dad's the best coach ever. I don't regret anything, but I never ever would have chose to play baseball or football, even if I were better than I was, and I was just pretty good for the area I was in. It wasn't St. Louis, wasn't a big city. Pretty good, smaller school. But I would sit there just all night long like I do with chess, and I would obsess over if I place my hands here or here. And I would watch slow motion film because my dad took me to showcases and stuff, and we had a lot of tools. So toward toward the end of my high school career is where the tech really got serious around sports. Huddle, drawing arrows, even if you're not at a Class 6 high school and you're not going to have any Division 1 players, you still coaches had access. You have to compete, drawing arrows on everything, arm angles, even with lifts. I had a guy broke down all my Olympic lifts and all everything. 40-yard dash technique. Like I was a professional athlete, basically. I just suck compared to them. And I would still, after the lesson was over, after the workout was over with a private trainer, hitting coach, I worked with a lot of different people. I would on my own, when all my friends, even the dedicated ones, were done with it. Chasing girls, partying, sleeping. I would be in front of a mirror going over what they said. Is it possibly wrong? What if at this angle? And I just overthought it to death. It wasn't good for me. But that's the type of brain that no one told me to do that. Nobody trained me. Laszlo Pogar didn't teach me to do that. That's just how I am. And that's an advantage in certain pursuits, pretty much anything in life besides being happy. And so I don't expect that I'll have a problem while I'm young, calculating super deeply. I just don't really know what I'm looking at, or I didn't. I'm better now, but when I was 1400s don't really know how to strategize super long term in chess. But the difference is I don't know. I think there are a lot of people that are 1400 that just took lessons and they're good with tactics. They don't have it in them. I certainly don't have that problem. You will not have to try to get me to think. Part of my reason for chess, I'm not built to be an entrepreneur. I don't want to take the risk. There's nothing wrong with just having a good, normal life. My whole family does. My family's great people. I don't come from trauma to where, I need to prove myself and be the next Jeff Bezos and take all this risk. I don't care. I would play chess anyway. It keeps me sharp. If I can make a living doing it, I think that would be cool. Content creation is the future, but I'm not going to be an entrepreneur. But I am curious because compared to a lot of people at my level, I just don't see them ever getting much better. And as you can see, right now I'm tired. I play chess all weekend, and I get super manic when I do. It's weird. I think I'm fine. I think I can just have normal conversations. But I bumped into some stand-up comedians at the bar that kind of got me going, told me some jokes. They gave me 2 minutes to come up with a knock-knock joke because they were trying to impress the chicks at the bar. I'm like, man, I should fight you. I don't want to tell a fucking knock-knock joke. But I said, hey, I do open mic. Am I a stand-up comic too? Haha, bro thinks he's a stand-up comic. And I made friends with them. I got them to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That kind of got me wired. Little verbal altercations that we would both pretend were pleasant with each other. And that combined with a stressful weekend of chess, I just get all my thoughts come out because I've had to be quiet all weekend. Shh. But unleash this on a board, not in crime or anything else. I have no criminal record. That's a great thing considering COVID and what many people did to cope during that weird, lonely time. I met a lot of people, and I mean dozens, via Uber, dealing cards. I made friends with a few musicians in between rounds of the chess club. When it's nicer out, I'd walk around Central West End. I say hi to people. A few musicians, pretty cool. I get along with older folks, so hear their life stories. I love it. During Halloween, there's a lot of actors and musicians that come through. I'll talk to anybody. But a lot of, I've heard many stories messing their lives up, or a terrible breakup that just ruined them, or job loss. So many just COVID, loved one died, and then little things like, man, I didn't even know that I was appearing this way, but I just got in a fight. I got mad, and I DUIs, domestic abuse. I've heard it all. And some of those were triggered by way less stress and way less unfairness than what I went through during COVID. And yeah, be tough. Yeah, deal with it. Some white privilege. Oh, don't know, the Michigan head coach just fucking chased a girl with a knife. And I'm not saying that most people do that, white, black, or male, female, but there's some people defending him. Nobody's defending me if I chase a woman around with a knife. It's crazy. It's crazy. Black men have it hard. I agree. You can't chase her with a knife, man. You can't do that. And chess is what got. I just played a lot of chess, and I've not done anything like permanently bad or hurt anyone, and I'm thankful for that. So I'll stick with it for those reasons. And I'm very curious about what an adult brain can do, and chess is the best way to prove that. So I'll keep sitting, calculating, and I at least have the potential, if I choose to keep doing it, and be a psycho, as Hikaru Nakamura would say, versus a lot of folks a little below my level, where I was about this time last year. I just think they're going to be there forever, or they're going to quit, or they don't even want to be there at all. So that's my life in a nutshell. Life's perfect. I'm going to sleep now.